Hey guys, Aaron Cybertron Zeng here, and today I have a pretty big announcement for you guys. Pokemon just released the VGC 2016 rule set, and starting January 1st, we'll switch to this new rule set. It's kind of a big change from what we've seen really in the last couple of years, and it's a real throwback to 2010, as you'll see here. I'll link this in the description below. This is on Pokemon.com, and it's their official news release for it. But basically, the biggest thing is right now, we are allowed 2 legendaries. So Mewtwo, Lugia, Ho-Oh, Kyogre, Groudon, Rayquaza, etc. You see from here of this pool of around 15 or so. There are a good amount that are still banned, such as Mew, Celebi, Jirachi, Deoxys, and these are typically the ones that are a little bit more difficult to get. Of course, it's still double battles, still 15 minutes per game, still 45-second timer, and 90 seconds team preview. So this is really interesting, and it is a throwback to 2010, but it's a little bit different. You are allowed 2 legendaries, and you are allowed a primal of those within those. So, you can use Primal Kyogre or Primal Groudon. You can also use Mega Evolutions as always, so Mega Rayquaza, or normal Megas like Mega Kangaskhan or Mawile. It's going to be really interesting in terms of how people team build nowadays, because I think a lot of people will try to revolve around a Primal, maybe revolve around a Mega as well, or combine the two. It's a little bit different because back in 2010 there wasn't team preview, so you were actually allowed up to 4 of these Pokemon. All you had to do was bring 2, but now teams are only restricted to 2, so chances are you're going to be bringing those 2 really in all your matches. So the question is, how do you support those with non-Megas and non-Primals, and how did those really, do well in the format? So that's basically the biggest change. Basically 15 new legendaries introduced to the format, and that is going to significantly shake things up. There's another article on Pokemon.com which I think is a great resource, which is a preview mainly just going into all the legendaries and their real role in the format. For example, how their speed fits in relative to other Pokemon, and why they're used, what they're good for, and kind of what they're weak for against as well. So if you're unfamiliar with the legendaries and how they might function in the VGC format, this is definitely a really good article. It also makes references to VGC 2010, which I think is a really good format to look at. Even though it's pretty different, you can see how teams succeeded that year. That year, there was also a lot of creative stuff, like Hui Ha's Top 8 World Championship team, which had Trick Room Mewtwo and Parasect, and I'll link that in the description below. But I think a lot of people are a little bit concerned about the power creep that may come with these legendaries, but I think 2010 was one of the best formats we've ever had. Had a lot of creativity, had a lot of cool Pokemon. Of course, yes, every team is going to have these big legendaries, but the way you support those is going to be really interesting. And I do think this is a lot better than just playing 2015 for another year. So this is just the first of many videos. Now that the new rule set is announced, I'll be pushing out content a lot more frequently. We don't have a in-game ladder for it as of right now, which is a kind of unfortunate, so that means that I'll be working on non-battle related content mainly. I think the individual Pokemon analyses is something I really want to do, maybe one for every legendary that's allowed, honestly, or every one of the big ones, not like Thundurus or Landers, etc. But in addition, I also want to just do a lot of more content in general. I haven't been posting videos as much, mainly because people aren't really interested in 2015, and I've been focusing on other priorities. But now that we do have a completely new rule set, I think interest will be really high, and I do want to help the channel grow and help get people into VGC more. So this is the first of many videos. The next one I'll be working on is an introduction to VGC 2016, similar to this preview, but I won't only talk about the legendaries. I'll talk about the format as a whole, my thoughts on it, and what I think will be good from the beginning, and how I think the metagame will kind of develop throughout. It's going to be similar to the one I did for 2015, in which I kind of just analyzed the entire metagame and the entire format and cover it from beginning to end and give you guys my thoughts on it. So that'll be coming out very soon, so keep your eyes open for that. If you have any questions or concerns about the format that you want me to address, definitely let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think about the new format. I know I'm really excited for it, and I'm definitely pretty motivated to compete at the tournaments in 2016 and try to make a run for the World Championship once again. So hope you guys enjoyed this one. I hope you guys enjoyed the rule set, and get ready for a really fun year. Alright, peace guys.